Are you looking to bring more iron into your diet with live plant-based foods? Hi, I'm Brianne Gibson, holistic nutritionist, resilient lifestyle mentor, and permaculture practitioner. And today I want to share with you the top iron-rich foods coming from plant-based sources. So first off, what is iron? Iron is an essential mineral, a metal, and its primary role is to carry oxygen from our lungs throughout our body. It is also part of the enzymes that are essential for optimal digestion and health. Second, iron has two forms. There's heme iron and there's non-heme iron. Heme iron comes from hemoglobin, which is an iron-rich protein in the red blood cells. And we get heme iron from animal products, and up to 35% of it can be absorbed in the body. Non-heme iron comes from plant-based sources, and up to 20% of it can be absorbed in the body. And the reason why less non-heme iron is absorbed in the body is this form of iron is sensitive to dietary factors, and I'm going to speak about what those are in a moment. But the main benefit of consuming more iron from plant-based sources is they are not acid forming in the body, and they do not have a negative impact on the cardiovascular system like meat can have. So what are these top sources of plant-based iron? Cacao, raw cacao, ounce per ounce, raw cacao has more iron than beef. Dark leafy greens like collard greens, kale, spinach, beetroot greens, turnip greens. These are all great sources of iron. Dried fruit, primarily peaches and apricots. The thing about dried food is you want to look for sun-dried so they don't have added sugar or preservatives to maintain that kind of like colory look to them. You'd want to seek out ones that look browned, so they're just natural, or dehydrate your own. And other source are nuts, so almonds, macadamia nuts. Cashews is also a good source of iron as well, but cashews have lectins that can provoke and cause damage to the gut lining. So if you are experiencing some digestive issues, you may want to stay away from cashews for the time being. Also, quinoa and buckwheat are a good source of iron. They are gluten-free grains. Again, if you're suffering from digestive issues, you may also want to stay away from these gluten-free grains because they too have lectins that can pose damage to your gut lining. Seeds are like pumpkin, sesame, tahini is great, squash, great sources of iron, and also spirulina. This is a blue-green algae grown in fresh water. Not only a phenomenal source of iron, but it is a complete protein and a complete plant-based source of protein. So I mentioned that there are certain dietary factors that affect the absorption of non-heme iron. And so whether that is it enhances its absorption or it blocks its absorption. So vitamin C is what enhances the uptake of non-heme iron. So vitamin C is an acid, and acid helps increase the bioavailability of iron. So consuming papaya, bell peppers, the cruciferous family like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, citrus fruits like grapefruit, oranges, lemons, limes, pineapple, kiwi, all of these foods would be beneficial to eat with other plant-based iron sources of food. So dipping orange into raw cacao, chocolate, for example, that would be vitamin C with a non-heme iron source coming from plants, so that combination. So you want to be increasing your vitamin C intake when consuming your non-heme iron sources coming from plant-based foods. As for what blocks iron, the plant-based source of iron is tannins, so in tea, coffee, wine, beer. Also phytates in legumes. However, phytates can be decreased through sprouting, soaking, fermenting, or cooking. Also, calcium supplements in dairy compete for the iron uptake in the intestines. Zinc and manganese block iron uptake, as well as antacids. Antacids block the iron absorption because it decreases the stomach acid essentially. So if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and comment below, share it with your plant-loving friends, and I hope you learned what plant-based sources you can bring into your diet to enhance your iron uptake. And I will speak to you soon.